Niagara Falls is one of the biggest tourist attractions in all of North America, and because of that, I decided to go there and ride every operating coaster in the area, so let's get right into the video. We are now on our way to ride the infamous Burger King coaster. It's actually Franken Coaster, but it's on top of not only a Burger King and like this haunt place called House of Frankenstein, that's what it is, yeah. So this will be very interesting. It's a Wisdom Rides kiddie coaster, I guess. I don't know. I guess we'll see how it is. These buildings look so weird, but they're so cool. Look at that. There it is. You can see it right on top of Burger King. Oh, I forgot. It's like hard to see anything. It's cool. Okay, so it looks like this is the entrance over here. This is a very narrow pathway. Okay, so I just got off of Franken Coaster here, and some of the laterals on this thing are no joke. Also, at the top, it gets a very rough, like, pothole right there. You just see it? It's actually kind of crazy, but the laterals on this thing are no joke. And it's credit 91, so that's pretty cool. Franken Coaster is way more intense than it looks. Like I said, it has some of the craziest laterals I've ever experienced. And I really wonder what Wisdom Rides was thinking when they made this. And if you're wondering, it costs 15 Canadian dollars or about 11 American dollars per ride, which is a little bit much for a kiddie coaster, but you have to expect that in an area like this. So I know this isn't really roller coaster related, but actually from the falls you can see Marineland's old drop tower, so that's kind of cool. Very tall. Too bad it's not operating. As crazy as it is, for how close I live, I've actually never been to Niagara Falls before. So we have made it to Niagara Amusement Park, which is the last park of the day here. And you can see they actually have shuttle loop track. The seagulls are really liking it. And this used to operate at La Feria. I know it also was laser loop at Kennywood, probably back in the 80s. It's been a while. You can see some more track over there, some like way off in the distance. And some other rides, like Larson Super Loop, I think, over there. And what looks to be some water slides. So hopefully they can get these built sometime. But RCDB currently has this shuttle loop right here as in storage, so I really don't know when this is going to happen, but hopefully it's soon. Actually, a very nice entrance building. It looks like freshly painted, well kept and everything. I'm actually pretty impressed with it so far. So you can hear the Western show. Well, of course, now it stopped once I started recording. You can actually see the smoke from the guns. Oh, now it's going again. It's a really cool thing that this park does that they really don't need to do, but it's pretty cool. You can smell it too. I gotta say, I actually really like this park so far. I can see the small little houses over there. I've heard the back isn't quite as nice, but I know there's also a river. About to get a ride on Silver Comet here. This is actually a very nice section of the park. I like how it's like very outside kind of, except the like RV park over there. But it looks pretty cool. You can see Silver Comet. Okay, already I can tell this fencing is a little bit temporary, but I'm actually really excited for this. Looks like it has a few good airtime moments, so let's go. Okay, just got off 2 rides here on Silver Comet, and that was actually pretty good. The second half is not the best. There's not really a lot of forces there. There's some really good laterals, especially on this turn right here. That was actually kind of crazy. And the final brake run. And the first 2 airtime hills are great. They honestly could not have been much better for a CCI like this, especially at only 82 feet. And you get a great view of Niagara Falls and Buffalo from the top. Now we are heading towards Serpent, the SDC Galaxy that actually opened in like the very last week of 2024 operating season. So that's why I didn't ride it last year. I've ridden a few clones of these. They're pretty good, so let's get on it. Just got off Serpent here. The line is pretty long because they're only running one train, 4 people, but at least they're making sure there are 4 people on each train. But I mean, it was your pretty average galaxy, which is pretty good. So now time for another ride on Silver Comet. Okay, just got off of my final ride of the night on Silver Comet in the second to back row. And I thought it was pretty good. I think this was a great day. There's definitely a lot of nice and cool roller coasters in Niagara Falls. And I definitely think you should go here for the falls and the roller coasters. I think this is a very underrated city for roller coasters. They really don't have a lot, but what they do have is pretty cool and very unique. I mean, how many times can you find a roller coaster on top of a Burger King? And Silver Comet is a very underrated CCI with some great airtime and laterals. But I really hope this park survives because there are probably less than 100 people in the park that day, and I've heard it's usually even less than that. I really don't want this park to close again because there's no way they're making a profit like this. So if you're in the area, please go to this park because they have 2 great roller coasters, little to no lines, well, except Serpent. But the front half of the park is really nice, and it's just a nice place to relax for the day and maybe even go in the water park. So if you enjoyed this video, then please like, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Crack it.